Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. As the season winds down, a pennant race comes to a head. Two division rivals face off next. Jameson Taillon is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Here's the first pitch to him. Brendan Donovan is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Hey, Matty, yeah, this is time right here, D-Row. You'd love to win this 4th game of the series. They drop game 1. They come back and win games 2 and 3 of this set. Nothing they'd like to do more than win this series 3 out of 4 and win this one here on the finale.
Yeah, Dan, they gave away the first game, but they were able to win Friday night and Saturday night. A chance to take 3 of 4 and finish the weekend off strong.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Our temperature, hot but not overly hot, 87 degrees here at first pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it, and a good throw gets him 1 gone. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
You know, I'm really impressed with what Wilson Contreras is doing. He's hit 5 home runs in his last 10 games, so he's got to be oozing with confidence right now. He's the guy in that lineup that these pitchers have to hold down if they're going to even try to be successful.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. The 1-0.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works it. The only problem, I think, at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
The 2-1 home. This pitch is popped up. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. He might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late, had no chance to put that ball in play.
Here's Nolan Arenado. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. 2 out, nobody on. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and the inning continues. Some 2-out success to keep the top of the first alive.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes it's a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. The average sitting at .292 here to start play. 25 homers and 76 driven in. 1-0 count. Here it is. Hit on the ground to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Cards leave one. It's the Cardinals nothing. Cubs coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Jack Flaherty gets handed the ball for the 4th and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Kind of a strange outing in his last one, Matt. Was able to pitch into the 6th inning, wasn't able to complete the inning. It kind of got away from him in the 6th. It'll be interesting, Matt, to see how he bounces back in this one.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here's the pitch. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Takes a pitch high and away for ball one. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. Despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape. Winners in 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty V, what we're seeing there is a team, D-Row. They're starting to put the gas pedal down right now. They're starting to get some length in this division.
Yeah, this team's playing well. They're playing with confidence. You can tell guys are walking to the plate with a swagger. Their pitchers are taking them out and executing pitches down and away. This is a good ball club.
The 1-2.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
The 2-2. Fouled away. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. So one away here with the bases empty. And that brings up the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
0-1, no strike.
Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
2-1 to count. Now the pitch. Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3. The 3-1 pitch. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Standing in now, Suzuki. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. DeYoung has got it, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We are still scoreless. Stepping into the box, Jordan Walker. He went deep in the contest last night.
Jordan Walker.
Here comes the first pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. A good bend on that one as it's fouled away. Strike 2. It's 1-2.
Definitely not what you're trying to do here. 0-2 with a curveball. You see a lot of guys elevate a fastball like that in this situation, but a curve like that is just asking to get punished.
The 1-2. It's a fastball taken high for a ball.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball is carrying. That just wasn't a good enough pitch to hit.
Three and 2 now. Tommy Edman waits on deck. Ripped down the first base line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Skied into very shallow right. Suzuki has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at former #1 overall pick out of Vanderbilt University. That's Dansby Swanson. Look, this guy fits the part. Matinee idol looks, soft hands, and the ability to manipulate the ball all around the lot from the offensive side. Look for him to have an impact in some form or fashion today.
At the plate, Tommy Edman. A quick glove at third, and there are 2 gone.
Batting 7, the shortstop, Taillon.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. 9 at-bats for him in the series so far, and he's collected a pair of hits. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, that's down.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Reined in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now batting, Matt Merker. 2 hits in 8 tries for the series.
First baseman, Matt Merker.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. So far this season, Merker is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a check swing here. Did he go around? No, says the third base umpire Patrick Johnson. It's ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
I got to count 2 and 2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Another 2-2 offering. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. Now to the plate, Edwin Rios. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. And it's fouled away. The 1-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Bounce towards the second baseman. Fielded cleanly, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 6, the left fielder, Trey Mancini.
So here's Trey Mancini, and he's really been feeling it at the plate the last week or so. Definitely one player to keep your eye on right now. First delivery to him on the way.
Oh, that's just out.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
The count now at 2-1. Now the pitch.
Ball 3.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
Boy, look at that thing dart. It's full now, 3-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
At the plate, Tucker Barnhart, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch of the at-bat. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
1-1 to Tucker Barnhart. Barnhart playing here in his age 31 season. He was taken in the 10th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Edman will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Cubs strand 1. At the plate, number 41. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one.
Number 41.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Back up the middle. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
Expecting a potential bunt, the corner infielders come way in to try to protect. To the plate now, Jack Flaherty. And the pitcher is in fact bunting here as he puts this one down. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting, second baseman.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Brendan Donovan, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, that's the ball.
Lays off 1-0. That misses. 2-0.
Tough situation for him right here. I mean, he's got an open base, so he doesn't have to give in to this guy, but there's definitely danger looming on deck, so you can't just completely work around him either.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. He stays alive, still 2-2. Open to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. On deck, the powerful right-handed bat of Paul Goldschmidt. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Now batting, the first baseman.
2 on here with 1 man out. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. And he takes ball 1. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Third inning, no score to this point. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3 on a nice dig at first, and the inning is over. One left for the Cardinals. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Welcome back as the Cubs look to get their bats going here in the third inning. And you can say they've been trying to do that pretty much all year. One major factor in their struggles has been the strikeout. Entering the day, they have more strikeouts than any other team in the league, leading a member of the coaching staff to tell me, without a doubt, it's something we have to rectify. Strikeouts happen, but sometimes it feels like we're losing focus and just flailing up there, and that can't happen. That's something for us to keep an eye on with this club, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Batting ninth.
Coming to the plate now, Jamison Taillon, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. A ball and a strike. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Line to the right side, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
The center fielder, number 8, Ian.
So stepping in, Ian Happ. He went down swinging to start the home first. Now the pitch. And no swing apparently. Ball 1. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time.
We got a full count.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Here it comes on 0-2. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. One and 2, here it comes. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that. left for the Cubs. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Standing in, Nolan Arenado as we begin the top of the fourth.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Down and away, ball one. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And this is going to scoot on through into center for a base hit leading off the inning. So another multi-hit game for him as he's aboard here in the top of the fourth inning. And as we take a look there at the Cards team leaders in that category, he's currently second best on the St. Louis roster. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. 1 ball, no strikes the count. On the ground to the right side. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
No balls and a strike to count. Hard ground ball to third. Right to him. To second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
So coming to the plate, Tommy Edman. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. First offering on its way.
Great job by everyone involved right there. Executed a great pitch, got the double play. But don't kid yourself, there's still a guy standing on third base. He still needs 1 more out.
Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
Pulled toward right center field. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play, and that ends the inning. Cards leave 1 on to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in the outfielder, Suzuki.
The right fielder, number 27.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back on it is the left fielder. Into the bleachers and gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. 34 home runs now on the year. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, if you're going to get your first hit of the game, you might as well do it with a bang. He thought he could squeeze one past him, but he thought wrong.
And now, Matt Merker. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 home. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
The 3-1. Hard hit ball to second. On the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Edwin Rios.
Into the box, Edwin Rios. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. The 1-0 is a sinker that misses for a ball. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
He loses him on ball 4.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
So a runner on first with 1 out now, and that'll bring up the power hitting outfielder Trey Mancini. From the stretch, and a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
A ball and a strike.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a 4-seamer.
Did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Rios leads off first with 1 away. 3-1 to the Cubs left fielder.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 3-1, and he misses again. Ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
And things are not looking good here in the 4th inning. That's the second walk of the frame. Good time for the catcher to go out to the mound and have a chat with this guy to give him a little breather.
Stepping up to the plate, Tucker Barnhart. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat, fouled away. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Fouled off. One run, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. He's got it. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. We played 4. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. First pitch on its way. A bouncer to the left side, reined in. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Now batting, number 41.
In now, number 41. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid one hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. One out, nobody on. This one's smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And bye-bye, that one's gone into the bleachers.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
He did his job and laid down the successful sac bunt in his first appearance. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Heading out toward shallow right. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now, Brendan Donovan. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line shot to second, but it's caught, and the side is retired. But the Cards are in. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very... pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He cited the 4 walks they've earned already as evidence that his guys are waiting for the right pitch and that they're willing to let the opposition work themselves into trouble. So far, that's paying off.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. The 1-0 home.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Misses, ball 2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Now the payoff pitch home is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
The 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. Slider is right there, 83 on the gun. It's 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
Thank you.
Ian Happ is on deck. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Ready once again, Ian Happ. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-1.
Nope, that's inside.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. All set for the start of the inning, and here comes the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. And the pitch. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. That's 1-0.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there. 1-0.
This is line to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman.
Digging in once again, Nolan Arenado. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. To 1-2 now. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Pitch is popped up. Rios moving to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
So 2 gone now in the St. Louis half of the 6th, and Wilson Contreras digs in at the plate. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul for strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he got him. Down in order go the Cardinals. Still tied 1 apiece. Jake Woodard enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
For St. Louis, number 44, Jake Woodard.
Standing in, Dansby Swanson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Not shortstop, Dansby.
First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2
This
strikes.
offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
The batter, number 27.
Digging in and looking for more. Suzuki comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. A ball and a strike.
Down 1-1.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
Outside, 2-1.
1 strike.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at bat. One might be coming right here.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
That's ball 3.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
And a full count now, 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Now the payoff pitch home. Now a sinker this time, but this ball stays outside as he loses him here. It's ball 4.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Into the box now, Matt Merker 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First pitch of the at-bat. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. One and one, the count to the Cubs' first baseman. Woodard has over 40 innings on his line so far, and with an ERA in the 5s, has some work to do to bring it down into a more respectable range. Ball and 2 strikes now. Woodard primarily attacks hitters with his sinker, but not your typical sinker. He throws it much harder than most.
He's a hard guy to get elevation on. In a day and age where a lot of hitters are looking to lift and separate and get the ball in the air, he has some good sink, not great sink, but he makes hitters hit the ball on the ground, and when he's on, you'll see a lot of ground balls.
And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Now a throw over to first. Runner back safely. Here now the 2-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Runners on first with 1 down. Drilled to the right side. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
So now to the plate, Edwin Rios, as he rips it on the ground to second. The second for 1. On to Goldschmidt, and it's in time, a double. Ready now, Jordan Walker will start the 7th in what's been a fast-moving pitcher's duel to date. First pitch on its way. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. And And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
2 balls and a strike now. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. Digging in, Tommy Edman. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Sacrifice situation here, and the manager wisely brings his third baseman in to try and cut down the lead runner if it comes his way. And a dive, but he's back in. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals. In there, now the throw. Short hop, and he's there just before the tag. Working for the punch out and the offering. The short hit hard, and that's through, a base hit. Walker rounds third and is digging for the plate, and a relay home, but it's offline. He scores, and they've taken the lead here in the 7th.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Spin and a throw back to second, and the runner back. All even now, 2-2. Changes up on him, if that's in the dirt for a ball. Number 41 waits on deck. And he fouls this one off.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure that...
And the indication from the dugout comes, it looks like they're going to put him on intentionally, so that'll set up the double play possibility with one away. Nolan Gorman will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll wind up going 6 1/3, and he's kept his club in it to this point, though he cannot win the ball game.
Your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Brandon Hughes.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Hughes playing here in his age 26 season. He's a second-year big leaguer. This is pulled into right. Suzuki back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out. And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Brendan Donovan. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Sinkers in there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Line drive to center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. Cards forced to settle for 1. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Cubs 1. Number 53 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Trey Mancini.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. And that misses 1-1. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. The count now at 2-2. And the pitch. Outside and a full count, 3-2. Chopper to short. DeYoung gathers it in. And there's one down now. Striding in, Tucker Barnhart. He's flied out and hit into a double play in 2 at-bats. First pitch of the at-bat. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Two and 0. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. 3-0 now. Now here's the pitch. Taking all the way, and that's what you call a plausible strike there. It's 3-1 now. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Now the payoff pitch home. Lifted the other way to left center. Number 41 is there, and he'll bring this one in.
The batter, number 2.
So digging in now, Nico Horner 0 for 2 for him to this point. First delivery to him on the way. 2 out, nobody on. And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly in the inning. Keenan Thompson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 71.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1.
Had to be sitting something hard right there because he gave up on that pitch, but it was right down the chute.
And the 8th will start with a bang, as this should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
He went with the slider, but the hitter wasn't fooled for a second. Gets the barrel of the bat through the zone and rips it down the line for a leadoff double.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Whoa, that's down.
Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now.
1 strike.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Here comes the payoff pitch. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
At the plate now, Wilson Contreras in the dirt here, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Popped him up. Rios is over, and he tucks it away for the 2nd out.
Up next for the Cardinals, the right fielder, Jordan
Stepping
Walker.
in, Jordan Walker. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a 2-run lead, a solo homer's not gonna do too much damage.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Cards get. Number 34 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief. Mike Tuchman will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-1 is a breaking ball that misses off the plate. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 gets him looking. Strike 3.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
1 ball, no strikes to count. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
Count is 1-2 now. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2. Full count now, 3-2. One out, nobody on. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. The 3-2 one more time. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4.
The batter, number 7, shortstop,
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First offering on its way.
Off the plate, ball 1.
One 1-0 pitch on the way. A ball and a strike.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Pitch out. Nothing doing. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2. Suzuki, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Digging in to try it again, Suzuki. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And almost had him, but he's able to make it back to first safely. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 2 out with the man at first. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way, and he struck him out. Cubs. Mark Leiter enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. At the plate, Paul DeYoung. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And this is swung on and grounded out to Swanson at short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Now in the box, number 41. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball 1, no strike.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets the count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at a ball tailing out of the zone. 2-2. Out in front as he rolls over it to second. And that's the 2nd out. Baker will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0.
Count 1-0.
Hopped up. Corner is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Jordan Hicks comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the rookie first baseman, Matt Merker. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. And there's ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A 1-1. There's a fastball that misses. little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Here's the pitch. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The next 3-2. Count remains full. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Fouled away. The next 3-2. And that is the start they were looking for. Down by 2 as that misses for ball 4.
The batter, the third baseman, Edwin Rios.
The next Cub up, Edwin Rios. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around and no argument, and it's 1-1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2.
1-2.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a pitch takes off inside and gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And as a closer, a wild pitch is the last thing you want to do. His job was to finish this thing off, and he just made his job a lot more difficult. We'll see if he can get dialed in again here on the next pitch.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. Hicks has logged upwards of 75 innings pitched and hangs an ERA just a little over 3.5. The 2-2. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. The throw home. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Boy, what a battle there, Dero. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you, you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
Christopher Morrow will come on now and pinch run here.
Now running at first for the Cubs, number 5.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini, as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Edman is right there, 1 down.
Now batting, the catcher, Tucker Barnhart.
So in now for Chicago, Tucker Barnhart. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. from the stretch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. One out, one on in a one-run game. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Hey, hats off to the pitching staff right here. They've been able to hold a hot hitter in check in Game 4 this series.
Quick check on that tying run at first, and he's back in standing. The 1-1 is strike two swinging. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game. Now, the problem with it, though, it has a tendency.
Now a drive to right field. This could do it. Game over. Walk-off home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Well, they say better late than never, and that's obviously something that he takes to heart as he puts a charge in one for a walk-off homer. Got to be the best feeling in all of baseball.
Well, everyone was treated to a really well-played ball game in this one, and the guy you see there turned in a particularly notable performance, so he's our top player of the game in this one.
When you walk up to the plate and hit a walk-off tater, you're probably going to be the player of the game, and that was a clutch swing of the bat, and he'll be riding high on that one for a while, I'm sure.
A one-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Cubs used a three-run ninth to help propel them to the win. Mark Leiter claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For St. Louis, 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 1 minute. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.